Good evening, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kerker along with Randy McGoll. Randy, Metamora comes into tonight against a team that early in the year beat us. We're coming off a loss. That's two things that I think Canton maybe got going against them. We're kind of hurting from that game Tuesday night against Morton, and then we got some revenge against the Canton Little Giants.
Yeah, I mean, we went down to Ellis, Ingersoll, and, Otto and Stokes, the two guards, just lit us up. I think they had 25 points each, something in that range. And, everything just kind of went in, and we just, at the end of the game, a couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden it was too late, dropped by 5. So, but Canton's dropped their last 5 games. They're sitting at 13-10. So they're going to come in here hungry.
For sure.
The biggest thing is those two guards really gave us some problems back in Canton. So we've got to tighten that up defensively. And offensively, we just got to relax and do what we do,
Yeah.
And the last game out, I don't want to bring up the Morton game, but, we came out here and just didn't execute very well. And so we just got to come back and just play our game, do what we do.
And play Metamora basketball. We do that.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine in this game. I think Metamora, too, probably circled this game after that game back in December. So I'm sure that Coach won't have any problems getting them focused for tonight.
Yeah. You look at the conference schedule. I mean, there's a couple games we dropped on the front end. You saw the Washington game here. It's very different than the Washington game over at Torrey, So hopefully we've got a little payback to give to a couple of these teams on the other side of the conference schedule. This is certainly one of them.
For sure. Why don't we take a timeout? When we come back, we'll talk to the Redbird head coach. Welcome back to Metamora. We're here with Metamora head coach Justin. Coach, nice to come back, just a couple days after Tuesday night. Get a chance to kind of redeem himself against a team that beat you early in the year. And so, I think you'll have no problems getting the kids' attention tonight, will you?
Man, I wish you'd tell me that every game. Start telling me that every game. I hope so.
Yeah.
Coach, played these guys down at Canton. The two guards really gave us trouble down there. Otto and Stokes. What do you see out of these guys? How have they been playing? Is it a guard-heavy team, or how do they roll?
I think they combined for 49 against us, but their average is 13 each. So we played really bad last game. It was one of our worst games of the year. We gave up 0 offensive rebounds, but there weren't very many offensive rebounds. They were just scoring on us. We let them get to the rim, get to the paint way too much last time. So that's a big focus for us tonight, is getting caps, protect them, help a lot, get out to shooters late. I think last game, for some reason, we were just too far hugging our guys and giving them lanes to the rim.
Coach, when you look at this team, there are times when offensively we're very, very good.
Yeah.
When you go inside and then kick it outside, it's almost unstoppable at times. Is that something that is more of a concerted effort now to try and do that? Because it is kind of the strength of our team.
I mean, it's always, every basketball team, that's what you want. It's easier to shoot when you're already squared up facing the rim than you're running around coming off screen. So there's definitely a focus and emphasis all year. Some games teams play better defense, and it's hard to get inside, and you can't get inside out if you don't get inside, right?
Right.
So hopefully we can get some of that tonight, but we just want to share the ball, make the extra pass, and look for open shots.
Coach, are we healthy here tonight?
We're still a little banged up. We got Gavin out. Logan's been a little bit sick. He's going to play today, though. He missed school yesterday. Came back today, negative on all his tests, so he's good to go.
Yeah. All right, Coach, good luck. Bring home a W.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Coach.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about keys to tonight's win.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remember it. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center.
I have struggled with back pain for many years. I've only had 7 decompression treatments, but I have already seen a huge improvement.
Throughout working and sports injuries and that type of thing, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work. I had carpal tunnel, and once we started the laser light, that tingling and numbness was alleviated.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
Welcome back to Metamora, guys. We're joined by Eli Young, our third member of the broadcast. Guys, I'm looking forward to this game. I want to see how Metamora bounces back after kind of a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough game the other night. You know, it's no way around it. So, you know, we've got to come back. I mean, there has to be a better effort. We're way better than what we were. I think you guys know that. You know, it's kind of a missed opportunity. But, yeah, you know, here you come back and get it home against a team who beat you on the road that you know, we were capable of beating on the road again. So here's a chance to kind of redeem ourselves a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to sound corny, but I think tonight's a lot about, you know, positive energy, keep those good vibes rolling, you know. You got that good mindset, that good mentality. I feel like that's kind of going to prevail us to a victory tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think tonight you're going to see a lot more of that inside game, inside Brady Jones. Brady Jones has really started, I'd say, in the last, maybe since our trip up north to the Jack Tosh. He's really asserted himself inside. We're seeing a lot of going to the basket, dunking. You know, I don't think Brady Jones has taken, I think he's taken fewer three-point shots here in the last month than he has since he's been in high school.
Yeah, and you're right. When we get the ball up to him, you know, slashing towards the paint, slashing towards the rim, he's very effective. You know, those are high percentage looks. That really loosens him up. Then that gets the defense to stuck in a little bit, and then it starts creating those, you know, those double teams. Those, you know, they're helping inside. Now you can kick it out for that look you were talking about. You know, that squared up, inside out look. So, yeah, Brady Jones is a big piece of the puzzle. Get the ball inside, being effective, sucking that defense in. So now we can get some outside looks.
And we saw him take it on. I can't remember if it was Petty or if it was Stephen the other night against Ford. He kind of took it in, tried to throw it down on top of him, give the people what they want to see. So, you know, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to keep continuing to grow, get stronger, and I think, you know, start again as a sophomore. I don't, you know, maybe Ethan Kaiser as a sophomore was kind of getting up, and I don't think Ethan wasn't that aggressive. Would you say as a sophomore, more of a shooter?
Well, that was the year we started 3 sophomores and 2 juniors. That was the COVID year. So it was a little bit of an abbreviated season that year, and you know, we just played conference games. And we played, I think, maybe 2 or 3 non-cons. We played Bloomington Central Catholic. We played Roanoke Benson.
Right, that was like a 20-game season or something. Wasn't
yeah,
it? It was a short season, but yeah, so you're right, Ethan. I mean, I didn't see a lot of those games, you know what I mean? But I'm just as a sophomore to see Brady Jones getting this aggressive, right? I mean, what's his trajectory the next couple of years?
I think we can all agree, though, that Ethan probably does have the better hairdo. I don't know if I think we need to work on a trademark nickname for Brady. You know, Hair Jordan's going to be tough to beat, too. So Ethan's got him in those 2 categories for sure.
We're going to have to come up with something here, right?
Take a time out here for the school song.
All right, face you and ask you to stand as we join the cheerleaders and dance team for the playing of our school song. Here's a good-looking group.
Well, you guys, we're closed in, and I think we've only got, 7 more games left this season, counting this one. This season is flying by.
Yeah, it's been, kind of interesting. All the games seem like they're Friday, Saturday. It's been Friday, Saturday. It's kind of been those weekend games. We had a Tuesday.
We had a Monday.
Had a Monday. That was MLK day, so that no school that day. So it kind of felt like a weekend, but it's kind of like the weekend, right? Every weekend we've been at this thing, and it hasn't been those long weeks and late nights during the week, So it has. It's absolutely flown by. It's crazy to think we only got that to go. And when do regional seedings come out?
I think the girls come out next week, right? And
yeah,
the boys
the week after, yeah.
Yeah, so here we are. Looking forward to March Madness and seeing where we fall into that. Hopefully we can get the momentum coming at the right time of year,
Yeah, I mean, it feels like we've had a lot more of those. You say those Friday games, maybe the schedulers kind of want to give the fans what they want. Mid-Atlantic action on a Friday, kind of kicking it back to the fall maybe. But it does have a better feel, I think. Those weekend games, I think we do have a better turnout those weekend games.
I agree. I don't feel so bad about going to the grill afterwards.
For sure.
Have some pizza and not have to worry about getting up super early in the morning.
Yep. I think probably maybe this weekend, and then Gavin Geyer probably be able to go starting next week, hopefully.
Yeah, and he really changes our physicality. The way he works in the lane, kind of disrupts things, gets in there in the offensive boards. If he doesn't secure it, he'll tip it out. He'll tip it to people. He just creates so many little things on the offensive end, got to be in that high post,
Yeah, not that Zach Bourne isn't physical by any means, but Zach Bourne's more of that finesse, beat you down the court. Gavin's more of that, let me take it at you and try to get an and one.
Yeah, he's the physicality that we need, and Bourne's a little bit more of a scorer. It's a great combination.
Yeah, and Bourne, he's kind of a back-to-the-basket kind of guy sometimes. He's posted in there hard, finishes with his left hand really good, but he kind of gets deeper, than anybody else. And it's kind of interesting. He's kind of our back-to-the-basket guy where, Jones, Jones does a little bit, but he rolls to the hoop. Geyer's he operates kind of from the high post a little bit, gets downhill, gets the lane, flips it high off the board, a little more finesse that way. They all kind of have their unique styles, but kind of need all of that working in the lane again to draw that defense in the lane to get those inside-out kicks.
Just think if Bourne was 2 or 3 inches taller.
Oh, he's 6'2" and plays about 6'5", 6'6". If he was 6'6", he'd play about 6'9". He's got a motor and he doesn't stop. I don't know if he's still growing. I know he's watching him as a younger player. I always look at his feet. He's got, I don't know what size feet he has. Have you ever talked to Scott about his feet?
No, I've never. But you look at, he doesn't have a whole lot of hair on his legs. He hasn't matured yet.
True. Yeah, he might have a couple inches in him yet,
But, hopefully that doesn't interfere with what he does on the cross-country course. That might be his best sport. He's probably going to go to college on cross-country course.
I don't think there's any question. Might be. I think that's his thing. I feel like when I talk to him, that's kind of his thing. This is just kind of something, he likes doing. He likes being with his buddies, playing basketball.
And we're glad that he does.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. You think about a cross-country guy, that's just all guts. That's just all guts and effort and grind. And that's what he does out here at the basketball court for us. It's awesome to watch.
Yep. Well, we're just about 30 seconds away from the national anthem. And then the starting lineups.
And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Metamora High School's 10th gym for tonight's Mid-Atlantic Conference matchup between the visiting Little Giants of Canton High School and your Metamora Redbirds. At this time, we ask you please stand and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's game is conducted under the regulations of the Metamora High School Association and the Mid-Atlantic Conference. As always, we encourage players and fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this game. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, let's meet tonight's starters, beginning with the visiting Little Giants of Canton High School. A 6'3" junior, number 0, Stokes. A 5'9" senior, number 3, Gavin Otto. A 6'2" senior, number 10, Layton Otto. A 6'2" senior, number 11, Braxton Rock. And a 6'4" sophomore, number 15, James Thursday. The head coach of the Canton Little Giants, Mr. John Thursday. And now the starting lineup for your Metamora Redbirds. He's a 6'2" junior, number 3, Williams Lucy. A 6'2" junior, number 4, Jordan Vasquez. A 6'2" senior, number 21, Zach Moore. And a 6'3" sophomore, number 22, Sam Potts. And a 6'6" sophomore, number 23, Ray Jones. The head coach of the Redbirds, Mr. Justin. Tonight's officials, Mr. Todd Gilmore, Mr. Ron King, Mr. Mark Yoder.
So Metamora will have the height advantage. When you look at their lineup, I mean, I think Metamora, even when we bring in some subs, we're going to have the height advantage, especially if we bring in Beekman.
Yeah, the biggest player on Canton, you know, sophomore, number 15, Dane Brisbane. I believe he's the coach's son.
Right, but Canton got the tip.
And the two guys that really hurt us last time we played. And Vincent and Grisnick with the rebound for Canton.
Good travel.
And travel with two guys from Watson Canton and 0 is Devontae Stokes and number 10, Lake and Otto. Both of those guys had about, the coach I think said 49 combined points between those two. So those are the two key guys I think we have to slow down here.
I think one had 25, the other had 24. So yeah, they were a thorn in our side.
Yeah. Ducey drives baseline, gets it to Bourne. Back to Busey. Busey for three. Good! Always a good sign to see Busey hit his first three-pointer.
So smooth, and he gets rid of the ball so quick.
Good miss. Out. Stokes now with a pull-up jumper. Rebounded by Otto. Putback doesn't go. Jones gets the rebound. Vasquez now pushes it up. Busey for three. Jones gets the rebound. Oh, nice. Moore now guarded by Stokes. Ball gets knocked away, recovered by Vasquez. The screen from Jones for three. Ball gets tipped up. Gets recovered.
I'm glad to see Logan take that shot. He's a good shooter. He needs to be taking more of those.
Yeah, he can shoot off that screen. Otto pulls up. It's the two-point jump shot. Jones out to Bourne. Out to Busey for three.
Good.
Beautiful. And there's that inside outlet we were talking about earlier shot. High percentage shot there. Otto for three. Koch with the rebound. Inside out to Jones. Over to Vasquez. To Busey. Drives baseline. Kicks it out to Koch. Thought about the three. Takes it down in. Little contact. No call. But the Redbirds tangled up. And Canton got numbers. That's Gavin Otto gets down for the layup. Jones drives the lane. Layup won't go for him.
I like the drive though.
Yeah,
I like the drive.
Like the aggressive attempt. Sometimes you just don't want to settle for the jump shot every time, you know? Nice job by Jones to hedge out on the screen there. Help Vasquez out on the turn. Prisnich for three. Off the backside. Bourne with the rebound. Gets it to Vasquez. Now to Jones in the corner for three. Beautiful break up the side. Wow. That's nice.
Well, that brought down rain, didn't it?
Yeah, Brady Jones so capable of that baseline three. I mean, that was kind of his key shot last year, you know? Otto for three. Ooh. He hits it. Gavin Otto now with an early 5 points for the Little Giants. Busey against Gavin Otto. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez drives baseline. Gets it out to Bourne. Over to Busey, sets the screen. Busey now drives it, kicks it over to Jones. Gets broken up. Canton now on the run. Up to Stokes. Stokes drives in on Bourne. Finishes with the layup. Stokes is a kid, you know, in the first time we played him, he really didn't get going in the first half. But I think he had a 20-point second half against us over there. Ball goes off the Redbirds out of bounds. We can't to inbound. Morrison comes in the lineup. He replaces Vasquez. And for Canton, Gavin Otto subs out. And number 23, Easton Lusk, comes in, a 6'4" junior. So Canton getting a little bit bigger here. Stokes leaves it, gets stolen by Busey. Up to Jones. Jones drives. To Morrison. Thought about the three. Oh, it's a pick by Stokes. Stokes with the land. Canton a 2-point advantage here. Jones. It's recovered by Canton. Got to get that ball up real high. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Koch. Now tried to cross over there, got tangled up, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Canton inbound. And now Vasquez comes back in. He replaces Busey.
Randy, we've had 4 trips down the court and haven't gotten a shot off because we've had turnovers.
Yeah, we've got to clean up the passing and the ball handling. Got to do the simple thing, you know. Sometimes you try to get a little too complicated. Make the easy pass, take care of the ball. Now in the lineup for Canton is 42 Zeke Gandy, 6'5" junior. Bourne with the steal. Gets knocked down. Morrison now gets knocked out of bounds. I thought he might pick up a loose ball foul there, but it'll be Redbirds to inbound.
I think Metamora took a timeout.
And now Coach Dame. Okay, they did call a foul.
They did.
That's going to go against Stokes for the push. And the Redbirds to inbound, and Coach Dame took a 30-second timeout to talk things over. And I think he's just going to want to settle them down and maybe get a clean offense here, you know?
Yeah, we're falling into that same trap we did on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he's trying to do too much. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be crazy, but I feel like he's almost going to tell him to slow down. It doesn't seem like Coach Dame, but I feel like we're trying to go 120 miles an hour. We just went out 110 even.
Yeah. Set screens, create separation, look for open look. You know, but I think sometimes we're trying to use our speed to get by other teams, and that's tough. You know, you got to create that. You got to set a screen and read the defense, and just take what the defense gives you sometimes, right? So hopefully we get something set up here. We get a nice, easy look. Ball goes to Jones. Now to Bourne, to Morrison, to Koch. I think that's what they were looking for, was the backside Koch, and the entry pass gets stolen. Koch now dives, recovers, gets it to Bourne. Out of Vasquez to Jones, into Bourne in the lane. Just won't go for him. I mean, that's a good look. We got to finish it. We got to go off the glass strong. I think that was a play designed to get a three-pointer for Koch on the backside.
Yeah.
You know, they just jumped the screen and it just wasn't there. But still got a nice offense. Got it down to Bourne. We just didn't finish in the paint. With Canton now with the 2-point lead, holding for one here at the end of the first. That's the thing, you know, these conference games, you don't have the shot clock. So, you know, you cannot get behind in these conference games.
No.
Otherwise, you know, you got a real problem increasing the possessions you need to get back in the game. So, Stokes started by Bourne. Jones comes out, tries to help out, and gets grabbed by Koch. 5.1 to go here. Canton inbound.
Busey will come in for Koch.
Stokes now to inbound for Canton. It's the handoff and kind of a desperation shot and a double dribble.
Yeah.
And with 0.1 seconds on the clock here, Canton will inbound. I don't know if you can actually catch this. I think you have to tip it. I think it's just got to be a tip.
Yeah, I think it does too.
You don't have enough time to actually catch the ball here. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Maybe throw it up to the rim and just have somebody go up and try to tip it. There it is. So no shot. So that brings us to the end of one here. Redbirds down by 2, 11-9.
Let's hear from our quarter. We'll hear from our sponsors.
Thank you to Redbird sponsor Kerrigan's Pub, serving drinkable happiness since 2000. A thank you to sponsor Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds. Redbird sponsor Easy Mortgage. Mortgage Matt and the Easy Mortgage team are here to help you land the lowest rate on your next home. A Redbird thank you to Goodfield State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Welcome back to Metamora. It'll be Redbird ball after the quarter break as Metamora comes back onto the field along with Canton. It looks like Metamora will start the second quarter the way they finished the first.
Morrison thought about the three. Gets it down to Jones for the baseline jumper.
And it's good.
Jones ties it up here at 11.
We don't see much of that mid-range shot from Metamora. It's either a three or inside the lane.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, you want that three. You get that extra point. That's a big deal. Start stacking those up. But certainly nice just to get the ball in the hoop every once in a while, you know?
Sure. Oh, he traveled. Yep.
Travel. So, yep, Redbirds will take over here. Morrison gets it to Busey. Hand's doing a nice job fighting through screens, and Stokes now goes to help out. Bourne recovers it. Nice job getting on the floor dive and getting after the loose ball.
You got to see that guy coming from the backside.
And that's something we've got to call. You know, when your guy goes to help, you got to yell, hey, you got two. I mean, you got to yell loud. There's Jones, gets it to Bourne for the layup at the backside. Excellent work by Brady Jones.
It was a good job of Bourne to seal off that low block and make himself big and a nice passing lane.
Yeah, outstanding.
Big target to throw to.
You forget about how well Brady Jones can handle the ball out there at 6'6". Stokes kicks it out. The three is up. Jones collects the rebound. Gets it up to Morrison. To Bourne for the layup.
And good.
He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for the three-point attempt. Fouls on Lakeanato, the 6'2 senior.
Sam Koch comes in. He'll replace Colin Morrison.
Zach Bourne, what a spark to this team, you know?
And the three-point play. What a rebound, though, by Jones to get that whole thing started. Gets the ball up front to Morrison, who made a really nice entry pass to streaking Bourne.
And this team just has great instincts in the open floor and on that fast break. Ball goes up, gets rebounded. Now the big man in the lane. Jones with the rebound. Out to Koch. Koch drives baseline, gets the layup.
That's a great job by Sam Koch.
And now Canton will take a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a 30. And Redbirds with a little, what's that? 9-point run here.
9-point run.
So you gotta love the way, we're Koch was so calm on that drive, kind of just evaluating, patient, and just took what the defense gave him.
But the thing that I like the most is he never gives up his dribble.
Yeah, you're right. You cannot give up your dribble. Otherwise you're dead in the water, And, he had a chance to back up and take a three out of the corner and, just decide, hey, we're going to take this in, get a layup. That's, you know, when your shooting's not falling for you, miss a couple, go get some layups, get to the rim, get fouled, you know, get physical. Love it.
So Canton inbounds the ball after the timeout.
Stokes brings it up for Canton, guarded by Bourne. Gets a big screen from Gandy, and Stokes gets down in the paint. Layup goes. That's tough. That's the big football player out there setting that screen. 6'5" junior Zeke Gandy. I got to believe he's an offensive tackle on the football team. The guy knows how to set a screen.
Oh, nice job by Bourne there to save that ball.
Yeah. Yeah, the read there was different. Koch now against Stokes, gets it to Bourne. Bourne now turns the corner, gets it to Jones. Back to Bourne. Bourne drives the lane. Gets it to Jones now for three. Good! Beautiful. Inside out. Two-man game there.
That was a little bit of the inside-outside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love those guys working together. They both are capable of posting. They're both capable of stepping out and hit the three-point shot. Stokes now gets down in the lane and makes a very difficult layup. And he's picking up right where he left off in the second half down in Canton.
He has 8 points.
Busey now hands it off to Vesquez against Lake and Otto. To Koch. Koch thought about the three. Now to Bourne. Down to Vesquez in the paint. Canton knocks it down, gets the recovery. Big man comes and gets the ball. Gandy now sets the screen for Stokes. Nice job by Jones to get out there and help. Excellent work to kind of box Stokes in there. The guy you don't want to let him. Koch now with the steal. Gets out, knocks the pass down. Koch up the middle. Spins in the lane. He'll draw the foul on the floor against Canton. That's going to go against number 11, Braxton Rock.
That was a really quick spin.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly what he had to do. Otherwise, you know, if he goes straight at the rim, he's going to give the charge there. So nice job of Sam Koch to recognize that and spin out of it.
That Ashton Taylor that came in?
Yeah, Taylor came in, replaced Koch. Three doesn't go for Jones, and Taylor's in there. And somehow, Scraps gets that rebound, pump fakes, gets Grisnich up in the air, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. And just a nice little hustle play by Ashton Taylor there.
Cam Beekman up off the Redbird bench. Taylor comes in for Brady Jones, gives him a break. That's nice if you can replace a 6'6" guy with a 6'7" guy. That's also pretty darn good.
Absolutely. And Stokes now subs out for Canton.
And what a job by Taylor to basically steal that rebound.
So the Redbirds have an 8-point lead here with a little over 3 to go in the half. Otto gets double teamed. Nice help there by Bourne. Otto pulls up for the jumper. Doesn't go. Vasquez with the rebound.
That's really good defense by Metamora.
Vasquez over to Busey. Hands it off to Bourne. Bourne looks to attack. Out to Taylor. To Busey for three. Doesn't go. Long rebound. Zach Bourne runs it down. Gets it out to Vasquez. Skip past to Busey. Drives baseline. Gets knocked away by Canton. Otto now attacks, and he'll draw the foul against Vasquez.
Vasquez tried to come through the lane there, and they just basically grabbed hold of him. And Koch and Morrison come back in for Busey and Bourne. Bourne deserves a break.
Yeah. Bourne's been going 100 miles an hour. Otto now gets in the lane, kicks it out. Gets in the lane again. It gets blocked by Beekman. And there's Vasquez with the steal. A nice job. The long arm of the law by Beekman there.
Yep.
Shutting things down in the lane. Morrison thought about the three. Gets it to Beekman. Gets it back. Now over to Vasquez. Back to Morrison. Now to Koch. Beekman looking to get position. Beekman hands off to Vasquez for three. Just off the front. Christmas with the rebound. Canton now looking to slow it down here.
And Bourne won't get much of a break because he's coming back in next dead ball.
Otto now with the pull-up jumper. And man, sky ball. Brings some precipitation down with it, but it's a nice jump shot there by Lake and Otto. Backdoor pass to Sam Koch for the layup. Great vision by Vasquez.
Oh, that was a beautiful pass. A nice cut to the basket by Koch. Thought he was going to go up and dunk it.
I think he was maybe a little more open than he thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
The seas parted there down in the lane. So now Canton's going to hold it here for one. And so Morrison now takes the assignment on Otto. And Redbirds have some fouls to give here. So we'll see how this ends up. But I got to believe we're not going to let them get a shot off here. That's where we're going to attempt. Morrison doesn't have any fouls yet. So when he gets close, I think he's going to grab him. Got to make sure he's not in the shooting motion. Otto from the elbow.
Wow.
It's the jump shot. Morrison now from half court doesn't get it off, and that'll bring us to the half. Redbirds up by 6, 25-19 here in Tepke.
But take a break. Come back for the second half.
Redbird sponsor, Hanover's Pub. Your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. A thank you to Redbird sponsor, Kirby Foods in Metamora. Be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the floor your Metamora dance team. Tonight, the dance team will be performing their jazz routine, End of Time, choreographed by senior
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey Neil, how are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
Right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great.
And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center.
I have struggled with back pain for many years. I've only had 7 decompression treatments, but I have already seen a huge improvement.
Throughout working and sports injuries and that type of thing, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work. I had had carpal tunnel, and once we started the laser light, that tingling and numbness was alleviated.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
From storefronts to civic landmarks, Martin Sign Service brings your message to life. As a full-service sign and graphics provider, we manage every detail from design to permitting, fabrication, and installation. Precision craftsmanship on every sign, every time. Channel letters, pylon, and digital message signs that stand out day and night. In business for over 65 years, our expert team delivers every project on time and on budget. Martin Sign Service, trusted for quality, committed to your brand. Contact us today for a free quote on your next project.
A thank you to scoreboard sponsor Midwest Building Systems, a family-owned company serving Central Illinois for 30-plus years. All Midwest for all your building needs.
Welcome back to Metamora. Redbirds took the 6-point advantage into the halftime locker room, Randy, Eli. And they're playing, I think, a much better defensive game than we did over in Canton. Offensively, though, we need to kind of pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, I really think, defensively we're doing a way better job getting out on those screens. Jones and Bourne and Beekman when he came in, and kind of flashing off the screens for slowing down Otto and Stokes. You can't turn the corner on the backside. That's really slowing down. And then instead offensively, we just got to take care of the ball a little bit better. So the passes are getting a lot of deflections. You kind of mentioned at halftime, Scott, a lot of times we're not getting a shot on goal.
Right. We come down, we had, I think, the first 4 possessions of the second quarter, we had turnovers.
Yeah, a lot of forced passes. I think there's a couple forced one-on-one opportunities. Taking a guy that might not be there, not a good angle to kind of get a shot off. Maybe dish it out, maybe get an open 3, maybe he can take this guy too, though.
So we'll start the way we started the game. We can't ball after the halftime break.
So Bourne gets the assignment of Stokes, and then Vasquez gets the assignment of Otto here. So again, kind of their 2 prolific scorers. Can't. There's a screen. Jones hedges out nicely, and there's Stokes.
Yeah,
gives the charge, and Bourne. What a great job of recovering and getting set. And that's outstanding, because that slows Stokes down. I mean, he's a dangerous guy when he gets below the free throw line coming at the rim. I mean, he's pretty unstoppable when he gets to that point of the floor.
And I thought Bourne did a nice job of selling it too. He kind of launched himself.
And Redbirds just step out of bounds down there. It'll be Canton ball. Yeah, again, that was another good example of us hedging out on the screen, not letting them get where they want to go. And there's Christmas for 3. That's the sophomore, Dan Christmas, 6'4", sophomore, who hits the 3 from the corner.
Got to get a bucket here.
Busey for 3. Good. He answers.
That was a nice pick there by Jones, too. Got in the ball.
Busey didn't hesitate, just went right up into the shot. Otto for 3. Goes. Canton comes out here hot from the 3-point line. Born to Busey, sets the screen for Busey, now rolls down the paint. So the shot doesn't go. Jones with the rebound putback. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. You see us get on the offensive board. Yep. Like that. If we could do that the rest of this game, that would change things tremendously. Stokes now gets in the lane, draws the foul on Bourne.
2 pretty quick kids going at it.
Yeah, I mean, Stokes has got a really quick first step. You've got to have help on a guy like him. Inbound doesn't go for Canton, and Jones gets tangled up in the transition game, and Canton comes up with it. Now Stokes takes it in on Bourne and gets the layup. Stokes now in the double digits with 10. Bourne now in the short corner. Gets it down to Koch. Koch just gets stuck up in the air and throws it away to Stokes. And Stokes travels. And nice job by Bourne just to stay in front of him there.
And Ashton Taylor and Beekman come in for Jones and Koch.
And Coach Dame just, giving these guys a little bit of rest. We got Springfield here home tomorrow, so trying to get a lot of guys in here. Busey for 3. As it goes, Stokes with the rebound, gets it out to Otto. Canton's on the run. And that's going to go against Beekman on the floor. Canton inbound underneath their own hoop. Stokes drives the lane, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Otto.
That's a really nice job by Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne's walled up. Redbird's outside position here looks really good today too. I mean, they're really. There's Beekman knocks the ball away from Otto and slows him down. Nice job to get out there to help his teammate out. Stokes now, pull-up jumper. Rebound gets tipped up, back to Stokes. Stokes now guarded by Vasquez on the switch. They'll switch back. Now Bourne on Stokes. Brisnes comes up, sets the screen. Beekman hedges out, Stokes with a pull-up jumper, and it goes. Tough matchup, Scott. Canton now down by one, and there's Taylor for three, and it just rims out. Beekman goes up for the rebound, gets knocked down, he'll draw the foul. And that goes against number 11, Braxton Rock. 6'2" senior. Redbirds to inbound.
We need
their own hoop.
We need a bucket.
We do. Busey now gets it over to Taylor. Back to Busey. Now to Beekman. Hands off to Busey. Now to Taylor in the corner. Out to Vasquez. Now to Beekman. Back to Vasquez. And it's going to be a hold on Bourne. That's going to go against Gavin Otto, number 3. And, you know, Bourne at 6'2" has an advantage there because Otto's only 5'9". So, you know, that switch, they were really looking to get the ball in there. Ball goes into Beekman, out to Vasquez. Vasquez gets in the paint, won't go, gets his own rebound. Pivots, kicks it out to Busey for 3. And now, that's going to go against Gavin Otto, who just grabbed Vasquez on that rebound.
That's a good job by Vasquez getting in and getting some rebounds. Jones and
Bourne looks like. Well, Bourne. Jones came in, and now Stokes with the steal. Gets down and gets the
now Canton got the
Canton up by 1 here, and Redbirds just have to take care of it. Canton's really tightened up the defense here. Jones now drives down, gets the touch. Taylor, who gets fouled, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that goes against the big guy, Zeke Gandy, 6'5" junior. Taylor has a chance to put the Redbirds up by 1 here. Or to tie.
Morrison and Koch come back into the Redbird lineup.
They replace Busey and Vasquez.
And that'll tie it up. Taylor with the free throw, gets the second one, ties it up at 31.
Bourne knocks it away from Stokes. Now Taylor's got it.
And there's a foul. Finally, he got called down here too.
Yeah, that's going to go against Gavin Otto. 3 fouls now on Gavin Otto.
That Metamora will be in the bonus the rest of this third quarter.
Taylor to shoot 2. So number 23, Easton Lusk in, and number 15, Dane Grisnich in for Canton.
And he gets the second, gives Redbirds a 1-point lead.
So Morrison picks up the assignment of guarding Otto. Otto with the jumper. And Bourne just gets up and rips the rebound down. He's going to pick up a foul against Grisnich, who was reaching in there.
And
so Bourne will go to the line. Yeah, to shoot 2 here. So nice job by Zach Bourne. He was in between 3 Canton players there. He just went up and ripped that ball down.
Oh, Randy. Free throws.
Yeah, you got to have them, especially in this situation. Here's just a great opportunity to play. The ball kind of bounced off the back of the rim, and Morrison there
to get it.
Getting a late Christmas present. We'll take it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Missed 2 free throws, though. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, right now is a great chance to punish Canton for playing that aggressive defense this whole quarter. Otto gets to the rim, he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line to complete the 3-point play. Foul goes against Bourne. That'll be Bourne's second. Otto has a chance to tie it up here. The Little Giants goes off the front of the rim, ball gets knocked around, and out of bounds to Canton.
And Busey will come back in for Taylor. Nice finish from Taylor.
Yeah, nice job, nice hustle. Ball goes into the big guy to Grisnich. Hand off to Stokes. Stokes now gets it back to Grisnich for 3 and misses everything. It'll be Metamora ball.
It's like we're stuck in second gear, Randy.
Yeah, we're just not creating a lot of separation here. Ball goes to Jones down in the post for the baseline jumper.
There you go.
Nice play. Redbirds take a 3-point lead here with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Stokes picks up a screen from Gandy. Gets into the lane, high off the glass, and it's good. Screen by Bourne there. Morrison now out to Bourne. He sets the screen for Busey. Morrison now. And foul goes against 23, Easton Lusk, and that'll take Morrison to the line to shoot 2 here. And being in the penalty.
Oh, Randy, I can't watch him shoot free throws.
Yeah, it's tough. Second one's good. Redbirds up by 2 here with 45 to go in the third. Here comes Stokes, guarded by Bourne. And it looks like Canton's happy to take the last second shot here, so they'll hold it for the last 30 seconds of the quarter here.
Morton blew them out by 26.
Yeah. And, I mean, Canton's on a 5-game skid here, so, if they can keep this game close and have a chance at the end, I think that's what they're looking for, Stokes now Comes in, gets in the lane, throws it up. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul goes against Bourne. 5.9 to go in the third quarter, and that's the third foul on Bourne here. Stokes now with 18, ties it up at 37. Morrison now for 3. No good, so that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. All knotted up here at 37 all.
Thank you to Redbird sponsor Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. Thank you to Redbird halftime sponsor Merrill Lynch, local faces with big company resources. Thank you to Redbird sponsor Sue's Place. Win or lose, there's always Sue's. A Redbird thank you to Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution.
So we start the fourth quarter all knotted up at 37, Randy. It's
Fans, can we give a shout out to the Metamora band tonight? Give it ahead
Gary
here.
Baranowski giving a little credit to the Metamora band for being here, and they've done a nice job here. They played extremely well. A lot of good jazz tunes coming out of those folks over there. The Redbirds get the ball to start the third quarter here. Scotts now gets it to Bourne. Bourne hands it off to Busey. Scotts now for 3 off the front. Jones now fights for the rebound, and he'll get called for the foul.
How does he get called for the foul there?
It's kind of a 50-50 ball there. That's tough. So Canton to inbound. And now number 11, Rock, will come in. He replaces number 23, Lutz, for Canton. And again, Canton's got a couple of big guys here. They got Gandy and Grisnich and Rock, just kind of the 3 big guys setting screens here. And there's Gandy now coming up setting the screen. That's an offensive line.
Yeah.
And he's going to get called for the foul here. That's on Gandy. That is his second. But he's running some offensive line there. Looks like a sweep left, you know?
Yeah.
Eli, what do you think? What do you got to do to break up a play like that, you know?
I don't know. We did okay with it this fall, though, against them. So.
Yeah, you got to take out the lead blocker on that play, you know?
Coach Herring in here. Maybe he'll know.
That's right. Ball gets reversed. Koch recovers it. He's out in a double team. Gets it down to Bourne.
That's good hustle by Koch to save that possession.
Yeah. Ball goes to Bourne in the high post. Gets it over to Koch. Picks up a screen from Jones. Gets around the corner. Little Euro step. He gets called.
Why is that a travel there?
Foul. And no, that was a clean Euro step. But there are times when things just look awkward, and that ref will blow a travel on you, Scott. It's just he kind of dragged his back foot a little bit, and that just looked awkward to the ref. So Stokes now has it out front, and he's looking for an opportunity. And there's a screen set by Otto, who picks and pops. It's down into the lane, high off the glass. Jones with the rebound.
Oh, good job there by Busey to go across the line.
Yeah, establish. Ball gets knocked away from Busey. Out to Vasquez. Bourne for 3. Short. Rebounded by Otto. Canton on the run. Nice job by Vasquez. Get in front of Otto and just shut him down. Busey almost comes up with a steal here on the wing. Morrison comes into the game. He replaces Zach Bourne. So Morrison will pick up the assignment on Stokes here. And if you go back a couple games, Morrison did a great job defending the player from Yorkville Christian. Otto for three. Doesn't go. And there's Busey in there with the rebound. Gets it up to Jones. Jones gets in the lane. Gets it out to Vasquez. Now to Busey now gets down the paint. Out to Vasquez for three. And off the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Canton ball. It's a good look. That's a nice look. If we keep doing that, we're going to be just fine here. So Otto brings it up against Vasquez here.
Neither team has scored this quarter yet.
Yeah, it's been slow going on the offensive end. Busey tries to steal against Rock. Rock gets it out to Otto. Over to Stokes. Gandy now for three, the big guy. And now Rock gets the rebound down to Grisnich. And the layup goes in the lane. And just a loose ball there that Canton got to. Jones now gets fouled, and that's going to go against Gandy, the 6'5" junior, and that's 3 on Gandy. And he gets subbed out. He'll come out of the game, and they bring in Gavin Otto.
Got to get a bucket here, Randy. Got to get a bucket.
Ball goes into Morrison, gets double teamed. To Busey for three. Good! Nice. Much needed offense there from the Redbirds. Redbirds up by 1 here with 4:20 to go in the fourth. Otto. Jones with the rebound.
That's a nice job.
Out to Morrison for three. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now Canton takes the timeout here. Down by 4 with 3:53 in the fourth. And this little inside-out three-point looks are looking good for us.
Those are 3 big three-point plays for us.
Now the Redbirds are so capable on shooting that three-pointer. Kind of just taking what the defense is giving them right now,
Yeah. The offense at times just looks stagnant. And, big plays like that, sometimes that gets you going a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen that backdoor play to Jones, so far. Dan's doing a nice job kind of walling up in the lane. We just have to create separation, recognize when they double team us, and just get that ball kicked out, be ready to shoot the three. I think a lot of times today we had three-point looks, but we just weren't ready to shoot it. We put the ball back down on the floor looking for a better shot, and, we work the ball, and then we're losing it. Sometimes we're not getting a shot at all, right?
There's still a lot of basketball left to be played here.
Oh, for sure. Canton brings it up. Otto guarded by Vasquez. Stokes now picked up by Vasquez. Gavin Otto. The Rock. Rock now gets to Lake and Otto. Lake and Otto looks to attack, and a little miscommunication between him and Stokes, and ball sails out of bounds. They say you never make the backdoor cut. Right?
It's
and
true.
That's exactly why, right there.
And now Metamora's got to come down and run a little clock to get a good shot.
Busey guarded by Gavin Otto. Get pass over to Vasquez. Drives on Lakin Otto. Out to Morrison. Guarded by Stokes. And now,
that's a good timeout.
Game. Take a 30-second timeout here. You know, I think if you're the Redbirds, you just got to look for a good offense. You know, you keep running. I mean, you don't want to hold the ball. You know what I mean? You just want to stay in the flow. You want to take a wide open three or a wide open layup.
Yeah. That's kind of what they did to us. We were over their play. They had a sort of it. They took the air out of it. They really worked it around, made us throughout the defense and work back in behind them. So I like that idea.
Yeah, it's almost like you go to E here or something, right? You know, you get everybody spread out, down, they'll drive, and then if they double team, then you kick it out, get a wide open look for three, or take a layup, right? But you don't want to force anything here, and you don't want to turn the ball over. Vasquez gets it to Jones, over to Morrison. Morrison looks to attack. Left-hand layup won't go. Stokes with the rebound.
Had a easy layup there.
Yeah, sometimes you get in there, you're almost too open. You know, you think, what the heck happened here? How am I this open? And Stokes gets downhill, kicks it out. Rock now gets it over to Gavin Otto. Now to Lakin Otto to Stokes. The Rock. Canton running a pretty patient offense. Vasquez, if he would have saw that ball, that would have been a steal. I don't think he thought the ball was coming his way. Lakin Otto now. Good to the left side. And that, you know, it's funny, that was the same exact play that Sam Koch just did, that he called a travel on the other side. So he called a foul on us that time, but that's the exact Euro step. He drug his foot that Sam Koch did. Interesting. He can't do inbound. Otto with the jump shot.
Nice
with the rebound.
Nice box out through there.
Great job by Brady Jones, use his body, be in position. Busey now. Morrison picks up the rebound, puts it in. Redbirds with a 6-point lead with 1:40 to go here.
That just seems huge.
Oh, huge rebound put down. And now Canton will take a timeout. They'll take a full timeout. And now Canton, you know, they were very patient on that last offensive possession, but now they've got to have a little bit more urgency here. You know, they need a minimum of 2 possessions here to tie this thing up. So.
And Metamora's going to have to be strong with the ball and make the free throws.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, at some point, you know, they've only got 2 fouls on the board, so they can foul us a couple times to inbound, but it could become a free throw shooting contest. Yeah, I got to believe Canton's going to use one of their big guys instead of screen, and you know, you've got really 3 3-point threats out there. You got Lakin Otto, you got Gavin Otto, you got Stokes. You know, Grisnich actually hit a 3 earlier. So.
But I think now you got to keep an eye on Otto and Stokes, because those are the guys that they're going to want to take the shot.
Yeah, you're right. They're their key offensive guys. You know, Stokes has got 18, Otto's got 11. For the Redbirds, you got Busey with 12 and Jones with 12. Stokes now gets to the free throw line. Little jump shot doesn't go. Koch runs down the rebound, gets knocked out by Otto. So the Redbirds will have the possession. Nice job by Sam Koch. Flow to the long board. Busey to inbound. Canton in full court pressure here. Vesquez guarded by Stokes. Double team coming, and now the foul is given. And we'll see who it's going to get called on. Foul goes against Gavin Otto. That's going to be his fourth. And that's team third. So Redbirds will inbound here one more time. Ball goes into Morrison. Redbirds is looking to take care of it. Ball goes to Busey, gets a double team, gets fouled by Gavin Otto, Lakin Otto, I'm sorry. That's going to be the second on Lakin Otto, but that'll be the team fourth. So all future fouls here by Canton will be 2 shots. Ball goes up to Jones. Business now steps in front of him, and that ball just was not thrown high enough. You got Brady Jones here. You got to throw that ball up close to the rim.
Over his head. If he goes and gets it, that's fine.
Yeah. So Lakin Otto comes up, gets it to Stokes, sets the screen, back to Lakin Otto, drives the lane, right-handed layup doesn't go. Kotz with the rebound and gets fouled by Grisnich, and Kotz will go to the line to shoot 2 here with 50 seconds to go. Redbirds up by 6. Have a chance to be up 8.
David Grisnich is third. At the line shooting 2 for Metamora, Sam Koch.
We got to be shooting under 500, under 50% from the line.
Yeah, not our best free throw shooting game here. Koch makes the second. Gives us a 7-point lead here with 50 seconds to go. Stokes brings it up. Can't take the time out here. 47.4 seconds on the clock. And now, really down 3 possessions here. 47 seconds. So they've got to get something quick. Yeah, fairly quick here. They don't have a lot of time. We're grinding this one out here.
You know what?
Certainly in a better position than we have been, right?
Sure. And the thing of it is, a good team finds a way to win when they don't play their best. It's like a pitcher that doesn't have his good stuff and still finds a way to win.
Absolutely. Where they always say defense wins championships, right? Look at this quarter. What was the score coming into the fourth quarter? You guys remember?
37-37.
37 all. Canton has 39 points. They've scored 2 points in this quarter so far.
It's 7-2.
So you gotta love the defensive effort here. Well, it's 9-2 in this quarter. So
we're up 7.
Redbirds are taking care of business here at the right point of the game. Stokes to inbound for Canton. Gets it into Rock. To Otto on the backside. The baseline jumper doesn't go. Koch with the rebound. He gets grabbed by Stokes, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's a nice, strong rebound by Sam Koch.
Yeah. Koch has a chance here. Then the lead.
They're getting shots. They're all contested shots.
Yeah. We're handling the defensive rebounds right now, which is so important. If you hold a team to 1 shot, that makes such a difference over the course of the game.
And he gets them both.
Beautiful. Redbirds up by 9, 40 seconds to go here. Stokes, baseline drive, and Morrison just a little late to get over to try to draw the charge. Gets called for the block, and it'll be Canton to inbound underneath their own basket. It's the first foul on Colin Morrison. He's done a nice job coming in tonight.
Yeah.
He's got 8 points on the board, so what a nice effort by Colin Morrison. Ball goes into Rock, it's in the paint, flips it up. Jones with the rebound. 30 seconds on the clock. Morrison gets triple team, gets it over to Busey, gets grabbed by Rock, and that'll be 2 shots.
Corey's jersey,
Busey. And
yeah, he tore it good. All the way down the side.
The old tearaway jerseys, Randy.
Yeah, you've been talking about those tearaway jerseys.
Oh, they were beautiful.
Did we get them for the basketball team now?
Yeah, evidently.
might need to go to an after-hours seamstress to get that one fixed up for tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. It's a quick turnaround here. So that's Busey, the second one rolls in. That's just a shooter's roll right there.
Oh, wow. Makes it 49-39 with 26 seconds. And this should push Metamora's record to 17-7, 5-5 in the middle lineup.
Absolutely. Good to win ugly sometimes, Scott. Otto off the board. Patch tips it up. Recovered by Busey. He gets fouled with 16.3. And he'll go to the line to shoot another 2 shots here. Well, it's on Grisness. That's his 4th.
Shooting 2 from Metamora brings Busey.
It's just one of those cold weather January games, Scott, you know? We're going to have another one like that tomorrow. Yep. Sometimes on a Saturday. You know, a little earlier. It's not a 7 o'clock game. It's what, a 4 o'clock JV, 5:30 varsity. You know, I just hope things warm up by then, right? Stokes drives down. Koch with the rebound, and that should do it.
And that should be, yes, you're right, that was good. Redbirds come away with a very hard-fought victory. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, we'll talk to a happy head coach, Justin Dave.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
2:30 to 3:30. Yeah.
Welcome back to Metamora. We're here with pretty happy head coach Justin Dave.
No. Glad we got a win, but you can't be happy when you watch us play like that. We just can't take care of the ball.
Good teams win ugly sometimes, Coach. You know, sometimes that happens.
I'd say that's a cliche. Those teams did not win ugly. Those teams, they made it happen.
But they had to learn how to win. And I think that's what you guys are going through right now. And maybe that's a little bit of the growing pains is you're learning how to win. And maybe there was a time at this year where tonight's game you might have lost. Maybe this is the same type of game maybe you played over in Canton and you lost, but tonight you found a way to win.
Yeah. The home court advantage helped a little bit, having the crowd here last game. Canton had a lot of fans. They had a big student section last time we played them, and that definitely impacted the game. And
sure.
So you got to give the guys credit, the fans credit tonight for helping us. You know, when we were obviously struggling, it was a very quiet kind of like, man, what's going on tonight? Why are we just throwing the ball away every time down? When we didn't throw the ball away, we got really good shots. And credit Briggs for stepping up, shooting the ball well today. Brady shot it well today. And Colin made a big shot late that kind of gave us that 4-point lead and get a little separation, 2-possession lead.
Yeah, I mean, you just said it. Colin comes off the bench, does a nice job staying in front of Stokes.
Yeah.
And, picks up 8 points with key possessions and things. So, I mean, Colin did a nice job for us.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I thought all the guys came off the bench. Ashton got good minutes. Cam, good minutes. Colin, really good minutes. Cam had an awesome block down here. Ashton came in right away, got a rebound, made 2 free throws. I thought you guys were going to ask if we were going to work on free throws. I was going to say, we forgot to practice free throws this week. No. But sometimes you get when you're 15, 16, you get nervous up at the free throw line. You don't always make them. Gotta have guys continue to experience these moments and get a little bit more comfortable in them.
Yeah, probably part of the learning experience. You got to learn how to win. You got to learn how to kind of seize the moments a little bit, and that's part of the growth, and that's what's going to make you better down the road.
Yeah, for sure. We just got to have people step up each game. You never know who it's going to be right now. It's kind of it's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. We're really balanced, but sometimes we don't know who the guy is, right? We don't have anybody that we can count on. Last year, Matthew, that's maybe a bad example, but before that, Ethan Kaiser. You know what you're getting pretty much every game. Tyson Swanson, you know what you're getting. You're going to get 15 points, 6 rebounds, take care of the ball.
Tyler Mason.
Defense. Tyler Mason, obviously, you know what you're getting every night with him. Just going to guard the other team's best player, score 15, 20 points, make some threes, distribute the ball. So we're working towards getting some consistency right now. We talked in the locker room about it's not just basketball, it's just life. You want to be a man, you have to be consistent. You got to show up every day. You got to be dependable. People got to be able to count on you. You want to have a wife someday. You can't be a different person every day, right? You got to be consistent. You got to show up every day. And I think sometimes it's just being young, and we're figuring it out. I think we know how to win. Those guys have won a ton of games their whole life. It's just trying to figure out how do I impact the game every single time. It's not all about scoring. It's about defending, moving the ball, sharing the ball, rebounding. It's all the little things.
Right. And you talked a lot about that and how they've won a lot of ball games. Maybe they haven't won a lot of ball games where they've had to, the other team has, kind of come at them a little bit. They're learning that this year. Sometimes some of these teams, they're pretty good. Middle Illini might be the best 3A conference in the state. And
outside of maybe Chicago Catholic League, probably, yeah.
And, so it's pretty good every night. Canton's on a 5-game, now a 6-game losing streak. They're a pretty solid team.
It's the best Canton team they've had in, 8 years, 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, and, you got to come out and you got to play hard every night. And these kids are learning that. And, I'm kind of proud that they found a way to win. You called a couple timeouts, but for the most part, they had to kind of work it out themselves.
Yep.
And Briggs Busey kind of did. He, made some free throws.
Yep.
Sam Koch made some free throws for you. Brady Jones shot the ball well tonight.
Yep.
Like you said, you got some contributions from some kids. Yep. Now they just got to build on it. You got a big game tomorrow night against
Springfield
High.
Yeah, good team. I think they're 16-8 record, so we're 17-7. So two very equally matched teams. They're pretty athletic. They get up and down a little bit, pressure on defense, run some traps, run some presses, some zone in the half court. So we're going to have to be ready for anything tomorrow with no prep time. It's going to be a good challenge for us.
Yeah, Coach, and you start talking about figuring things out going back to this game. 14-2 in the fourth quarter, and one of the things I noticed that, as a former big guy, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, there was no second shots. The defensive boards, we locked them down in that fourth quarter. To me, that kind of made the difference in that quarter, holding the 2 points.
Yeah, definitely rebounded really, really well in the fourth quarter. Even when I think Zach was out for half the quarter there, and usually he's one of our best rebounders.
Right.
And so we did a really good job with him out.
So you go to, like you said, you go to 17-7. It's still a nice win. Still can enjoy it at least for 24 hours, or 23 hours probably. And Randy, you're still a big guy.
It's the wrong direction now. It's the wrong direction.
Coach, congratulations. Nice job.
Thanks, guys.
I want to thank Randy McCall, our broadcast partner. Thank you. Eli Young, as producer and our third member of the broadcast, and Mike Kerker on the camera. We'll see you tomorrow night from right here at Tupke Gym.